Hey everyone, this is Eric coming from Kansas again. Been a little bit since I've made some videos, just been doing some other things around the house. Um, I guess more of the prepping type items. But I wanted to do a little another follow-up video on this guy right here. This is if I'm holding him up right, yeah, there we go. This is the called the Ready Hour solar power bank, I believe is what it's called, something like that. The company called My Patriot Supply sells these, which I mentioned before in the first video on my initial review. As I said before, in that first video I go over all the features of this. It's got a cool little light here. It's pretty nice to use. It's got 3 different light levels. Pretty nice little light when you're when it's really dark out and then you're camping. It's made to be more for like camping and out in the woods and things like that, where you're not at your home base, if you will, with all sorts of other power sources like I have behind me. But got some questions on this one, and I wanted to follow up with some of those. So, just a general review of how it's doing. So I think my initial video was in the spring this year, 2021, and it's now in late November. Don't have any qualms about this thing at all. It's just been fantastic. I even use it when I'm working on projects outside in the yard. I take it outside. My phone battery doesn't last as long as I'd like it to now, and this side right here is doubles as a light and also a wireless phone charger, which is the only way I can charge my phone now because the USB port is messed up. But so if I click this thing once instead of twice, you can see a little red light show up there, if you can see that. There you go, that's better. And when you put your phone on, it turns green, which means it senses something there to charge, and then it'll charge my phone up here. It's the Samsung S8. It'll charge up anything that has a wireless charging function on it, which is pretty cool. So I even use it just out in the yard when I'm away from the charging port or whatever. So that's really cool, and I don't know if the battery itself has lost any capacity at all. I have hardly used it. I'm sure it hasn't lost anything at all. I've maybe cycled this, if I had to guess, maybe I don't know, 5 to 10 times or something like that. I don't use it that often, but often enough to where it's pretty handy. The other question I got just yesterday. Today is November 28th. Yesterday was 27th. From I can't remember the person's name here. Let me see. It was from Hunting All Day Long was the viewer's name, and appreciate all the comments, by the way. So the question was, how long does it take to charge on solar power? Well, as with anything that I'm an engineer by background, my education, it's my career, and as I usually say with technical questions like that, it depends. But using an example. So I'll define some terms here first, make some assumptions before I go through the problem. So based on the size of the solar panel, I don't know the rating, but my guess is it's about 1 watt rated, which means in max full sun in midday, it'll be putting into the batteries about 1 watt, which is not a lot, but it's more than nothing. The other thing I don't know is the voltage of the battery inside. I don't know if it's a 1S, which is a 1 battery in series lithium ion battery, or if it's a 2S, or a 2 batteries in series lithium ion battery. 1 battery in series is 3.7 volt battery. 2 batteries in series is about 7.4 volts. Those are both nominal voltages. As the lithium batteries go through their charge range, they go through quite a bit of a voltage swing. So lithium ion battery usually goes from about 4.2 volts at full charge to about I want to say 3.2 or 3.3 volts fully depleted. So nominal voltage on a 1S battery is 3.7 volts. So I'm going to assume this is that 3.7 volts. That's what is in all of our mobile phones, is a 1S battery, 3.7 volt lithium-ion battery. To get the 5 volts that they give at these USB port charging ports here on this thing, they probably have some kind of a voltage device that ups the voltage to about 5 volts. But so I'm going to assume the battery is a 1S lithium-ion battery, 3.7 volts. The solar panel is about 1 watt. And they tell us in the box that the battery in here is a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, or a 20 amp hour battery. So multiplying 3.7 volts by 20 amp hours gives you about 74 watt hours of energy capacity in here in the battery. So 74 watt hours total capacity. The solar panel, so based on my solar system behind me here, I'm here in Kansas. On a good day, you'll get between probably a good day in the middle of summer, you'll get, at least for me, between 6 and 7 hours equivalent full sun a day. So if you took your solar panel rating, or the max watts that your solar panel system puts out, at midday, and multiply that by 6 hours, that's about what you'll get in terms of the energy that was created from those solar panels during that one day. So hope that makes sense. So take this 1 watt solar panel, multiply it by 6. That's 6 watt hours a day. 6 hours times 1 watt, 6 watt hours per day. So our battery is 74 watt hours. This solar panel produces about 6 watt hours a day. Divide 74 by 6, and you get over 12 days to charge this up if it was fully depleted, i.e. it takes forever. So I hope that answers the viewer's question. If they happen to see this video, hopefully they subscribed. Just wanted to give you a little update on that. I haven't had any qualms with this thing at all. It's been awesome. But just to answer some questions, another question from a viewer about how long it takes to charge up from solar. Takes a long time. And I'm sure you're going to be using it if you're out in the boonies. I'm sure you're not going to let it sit for 12 days and charge up, but it's better than nothing if you need it. So that's nice to have. Probably the best way to charge up with solar is to have a bigger solar bank, and to charge it up with the charging port right here, using a lot more solar panels. But anyway, you can probably actually do both: charge up in the port and with this panel on top, and just do as much as you can there. So hope that answers the questions there. If you have any more questions on that device or anything else that I've made videos on in the past, be glad to answer them. And grace and peace be with you. Bye for now.